Hi and welcome to Studio SN. My name is Sara Naumann and today I'm going to show you a technique using paper crafter crayons. Paper crafter crayons can be used as is, but the real magic happens when you combine them with a wet medium. And on my card focal here, I've got a stamped image that's been colored with the crayons, and then I went over the top of it with Distress Stain. So let me show you first what I mean by paper crafter crayons. These are the set from Faber-Castell. This is the blue-green set. And this is what the package will look like before you rip into it like I did. So let me turn this over and show you one of my crayons. Now these are a high pigment wax crayon. So what's really nice about these is that it gives you such rich color, but the applicator is actually really nice too, and this makes it super easy and mess-free to apply. Now the tip is up here, here's the color, and as this tip wears down, I can just twist the bottom of the barrel to get more color. And what's cool is this entire barrel is full of the crayon, so it's a really excellent value. The other nice thing is that you can sharpen the tip of this with a standard pencil sharpener, so if you want to do some detail work, that is also an option. Now let me bring in my stamped image, and this is the Wild Daisy stamp from Judikins. It's one of my favorites. I use it quite a lot. So I've stamped it with archival black, and I'm just going to take this blue, one of the blue crayons, this is a bright blue, and start coloring in my image. And you know, the stamp design is pretty quick to color in. Again, you can do some more detail work if you sharpen this tip. That is possible too, but my blunt tip is doing the job okay. I've got my flowers, and I'm going to get it this bright green. I love this shade of green. These two colors together are one of my favorite combinations. Color in those leaves. Now, with the stem and some of these thinner areas, I'm going to go right along next to those so that I get a little bit of color going along next to it. Okay, so there is my image all colored. Now I could leave this as is, it looks really pretty, and I could put it on the front of my card and be good to go, but the crayons can be a resist, so this is where the wet medium comes in. And I'm using Distress Stain, and this is an antique linen. I'm going to give it a shake. I've used Distress Stains for many, many years, and today was the first day that I actually read the label where it says, shake well before using. So let's try this out. It's got a dabber applicator, so it makes it really easy to just rub this right on. And I'm going right over the top of my stamped and colored image. There's no need to wait for anything to dry. And I am done. So the crayon will act as a resist against that Distress Stain, and the effect, I think, is one of a vintage book page and illustration. So this is as much as I need to do. You can also combine the crayons with other wet mediums like paint or ink. But what I like about the Distress Stain is this is dry. It's ready to use. I can put it on my card as it is. So let me bring back in my finished card and just show you a little bit more with the design process. I matted that piece onto both green and blue, and you'll notice that when I trimmed it down, I left some of the white edge showing around the border, and I really like that. Rather than having the Distress Stain go all the way to the edges, I like this because it does give a little bit of contrast. I added some vintage book page right here in the back with a little bit of washi tape, and this has been two different washi tapes overlapped and layered. I have a dot and then I have a solid. So I put it up here and then I put it down here onto my stamped piece. The front of the card was covered with patterned paper, and then I just put the stamped focal piece on top. What I really like about this card design is that with the washi tape and this bit of book paper, it seems to reinforce the vintage look, if you will. And then the washi tape here and here create a bit of a frame for my stamped focal image. So it really draws your attention to the center and my crayon image. So this is how you can use paper crafter crayons as a resist. I hope you enjoyed the technique and watching today. Thank you so much for joining me. For more inspiration, please stop on by my website at saranaumann.com. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.